y'all, Claralot Angels podcast here. I'm Clara.
I'm Angeline.
I'm Lottie.
Today we're here with Claralot Cottage. Now this is an Angeline build.
I hope y'all enjoy this because I had a lot of fun making this. This is going along with my theme of trying to restrict myself from cluttering a little too much to cover up like things that I feel like are empty spaces, you know?
Oh.
I love how you're doing almost like a chimney. I'm not sure if that's a chimney, but
I believe it is. I think like I just wanted that feel. It's got a very interesting exterior. I've also been starting lately like worrying about the outside of the house and then moving indoors.
Right, because that sort of makes sense in a sim loft.
You know?
You look at the curb appeal first. And then you're like, I
Exactly.
can fit my stuff in here.
You know?
And I love that.
Thank you.
Now, I love brick.
Me too.
I know.
And you put brick next to snow, and I'm happy.
It is something different building in the snow.
It's a winter wonderland.
But I will say, too, brick next to, like, the green lushness of spring trees. Oh, that reminds me of my granny's house.
Oh my goodness, I know.
I love that
Green
feeling.
lawns, beautiful trees.
And I've been thinking about my granny lately because I was making soup, y'all.
Oh, she made the best soup.
And I put in so much pepper because she loves a good pepper.
You know?
You know, black pepper, a lot of salt, some carrots, celery, all that. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry for it.
Me
It's
too.
that sort of day. Right now, where we are, it is pretty warm out. It's having one of those, like, midwinter heat spots. But you get that, like, little blast of cold because you know it's coming in. So I have soup prepared.
You know, it gets to be, getting darker out, and all of a sudden it's just that chill's back. And
You
you're
know when
loving
the
it.
chill is coming back? Sorry to interrupt you.
No.
But when it starts getting windy,
yeah, the
and you
wind.
know the snow's coming back.
It's so true.
So I'm prepared this time with soup, y'all.
I do love the way that the tree branches shadow the snow.
Me too.
That's one of the most beautiful things. And you can really enjoy it as it starts getting darker or earlier in the morning when your eyes aren't blasted out by how white the snow is.
And that's so true, snow blindness.
You know.
Especially for you, girl.
I
You got
know.
colored eyes.
I do get so affected by too bright.
Right. Doris is moving and grooving,
she's
y'all.
on the move.
Oh, she's getting a little curled ball.
I know. She loves this weather because she's been going on walks, getting all muddy. You know.
All right, so I
Dogs
got
love that.
this sort of a, what would you call that? Like a divider?
Yeah.
An exterior detail.
I
Nice
love that.
texture.
I've been
Yeah.
looking at it, girl.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
I'm really
the
enjoying
pillars
that.
are also so cute.
This home reminds me of my granny's house, which is funny that you say that because, talking about your granny and the brick. My granny used to live in a brown brick home, and it was in an area by like a riverside, and there were big tall pine trees all around, so it's sort of like a darker space year round.
Oh, yeah. Everything's shadowed over the house.
And ivy and whatnot.
It's so cozy because you really have to make a space, like light it with nice amber light and really give yourself that sunny outlook on life.
You know what I mean?
So you're not just in darkness.
Exactly.
It's almost like Forgotten Hollow.
Yeah.
That sort of vibe. Not this house, but like
No.
what I'm picturing at your granny's house.
You know, it's true. And also, too, like, I just wanted to make this bathroom be real special because it's, like, the only one,
Right.
So, everyone who lives here is going to be using it. I believe there's one bedroom. My goodness. I built this house in two. It took me forever to finish it. Okay.
Right.
I set it aside.
Yeah,
And then I
a
went back
project
to it.
you
You know what I
set
mean?
aside.
Yeah.
Now I am liking that little color pop because it's very like brown, and then that brick has just slight red in it, but it's still very neutral.
And it's the easiest thing in the world for me to clutter now, so I have such a hard time not cluttering.
I love that though.
I edit myself.
It's always fun to grow.
It
Just
really is.
Testing yourselves with new things like, oh, I'm only gonna build in the color green just to see if I can.
I know.
That seems exciting.
Right? Like, I really think we should do challenges like that because you do force yourself to grow beyond the palette you're used to, or it works together.
You'll discover something you never thought of
Because
before.
it's like your body. When you exercise, your body could do the same exercise every day, and it's not going to get the benefits you would get if
you switched it up.
you switch it up just a little bit.
It's true.
Like when you're taking a walk, like go up on your toes for a little bit.
oh my goodness, that's
It's going to change your muscles.
Yeah.
So you have to do the same thing because your brain's a muscle.
You want to be flexible, able to go with the flow. Something comes your way.
Right? Like, I always want to expand my creativity because I know I'll get a little logical sometimes, and I just get like into the, I don't know, I won't say like mathematics of things because I don't really know what the word is.
Routine, maybe?
It's
like
sort of like that.
Order of it.
Like, you know, I'll do this in a list and I can check it off and then it's done. I do that with my day sometimes. Then you gotta switch it up.
I love that. I have a tendency to be all over the place, you know?
I know, so maybe like this, well, hello, you're doing this right now. You're switching it up to like streamlining it.
Yeah.
So you're doing your part too, switching it.
I feel so proud.
That little island area right there near the door is so cute because you know how people have coffee bars? It's almost like a bread bar.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a nice little like wicker drawer that pulls
I was just
out.
gonna say, is that wicker?
There's potatoes in there.
Oh,
And
like it
onions.
breathes.
Yeah.
That is so smart.
Is there a little cutting board there? I'm imagining.
Yeah, it pulls right
you know
out,
it.
you know?
I love that. And then the tiny little areas. Like, it's very cute and mellow.
It's such a peaceable person's house. You wouldn't expect someone coming in here complaining on the telephone, you know?
It's that vanilla color tone with the brown that really brightened the space up.
Yes. And also, the curve of that island doesn't make it seem like it's like just a rectangular area right there, so it's not cramped. It flows out.
Yeah, that's so true.
Oh my goodness. I'm
No.
blushing. I'm so proud of this.
Girl, because there are so many lawns here, so you really want that, you know, nice curve, more pattern, which also goes with the carpet.
Oh my gosh. I was going to say about this room, that window, I had such a hard time putting a curtain on it because I was like, it's so pretty, but it's a bedroom. You need a curtain or you're going to be woken up.
Oh, so true. Can you imagine? I don't work like a different schedule, but if you worked, you know, the night shift and you gotta sleep through the day, I would have a terrible time, especially in
Oh
my
my
house.
goodness.
It's so bright.
Oh my goodness, I know.
It's like you're a modern vampire when you're doing that.
You are.
That's so true.
That's a nice way to look at it. Sort of
You
like
make
a
yourself-
romantic way.
You know.
Basement room with a coffin in it.
I know they have blackout curtains and stuff. A coffin.
I'm kidding.
You took it to a new level. Modern day vampire.
You
My
know that
goodness. Could you
big
imagine?
house in Forgotten Hollow that had like that million level staircase.
I know. Because they can just fly.
That was scary.
You know, a vampire can just fly on down, go right to it.
At a certain point when you're creeping down someone's basement steps and it takes that long, you better turn your butt around.
Turn your butt around after a flight.
Right?
You're like, another? Okay, let me see. Whoa, another? Unless you're a vampire hunter, do not go down more than a flight of stairs to a basement.
But then at the same time, too, you're like, well, I've invested this far.
You
what if it's
would.
right around the corner?
Not me. I'll be like, get me out of here.
Not me. I'm gonna be getting chills and I'll be like, no.
Oh my goodness.
I would be claustrophobic.
Oh no.
Because you're like, this could collapse at any moment.
So true.
You know what? I don't like being underground.
No, it scares me.
I've never been one for tunnels, caves, that sort of thing.
No.
You know what seems horrifying to me?
What?
When you're swimming in an underwater cave and you get to an air pocket. Oh, that's horrifying to me.
What's horrifying to me, first of all, an air pocket.
The
What?
reason the air pocket scares me is because you pause there and then you have to go all the way back or all the way the other way. Like, you are in a choice position right there. There's no way you can just be like, well, forget this whole thing, I'm going right now, without having to go back in and under, hold your breath, and swim.
Plus, there is a certain point where you don't know what's up and what's down.
I know.
That is terrifying.
That scares me so bad because you're like in an abyss.
And suddenly you're going
so
down
true.
farther.
Plus, you're like, what made this gigantic, like, sinkhole pretty much of water? And I know, like, water erodes, but what made this? Like, that is just
It's too much.
horrifying. That could be like a big old eel ready to take her head off.
My goodness. The spotters that they have in caves.
No, girl.
I
You
know.
always do this. Bring it to the spotters. It scares me.
I'm scared too.
Right?
In underwater caves.
No.
Water spotters? I don't know.
Girl.
I don't know.
First of all, like a sea snake?
Do you ever see those ones with the glowing worms hanging from them though?
Yes.
That creeps me
Me
out.
too.
I like looking at it, but I wouldn't want to be there.
It's with the heebie-jeebies.
Or like a snake will be in a cave and then there's like tons of bugs all over the bottom of the cave and you
I
don't
don't like
know. It's like just like a writhing mass of the ground.
I don't like that.
Yes, that is too much.
Places
No.
where you're not supposed to be.
We cannot taint this build with that.
No, because this
No.
build is so glorious and like
It is.
cute. And here we are talking about bugs, snakes.
Isn't
spotters.
that funny how that will happen?
Right, you get off on a tangent and I forget what I'm doing. I'm just watching this go by while I'm scared out of my mind.
You know, I try to make this backyard like private because there's another house on the same lot, you know.
Oh, that's cute. Which roommates? Oh my
You
gosh.
know, there's 2 houses on the same lot. One of them is like an extremely large. We've, shown it already. Marshmallow
Manor.
Yeah.
I love that, girl.
I
And
love
they-
how you're bringing that in. Like you're taking that same texture from the side of the house and bringing it to the fence.
I try to have it all, flow.
You do.
And I loved how it wasn't connected right to the house, so it wasn't like a built-on fence. It was like,
like a wind
like
blocker.
an actual divider.
Yeah.
It was like a divider. And the color palette like that you have going on here.
Oh my goodness, I'm so proud.
I'm
You
proud
should
too.
be, girl.
I'm proud of you, girl.
Oh my goodness.
too.
There's so many little details. It's
I
like
like
ornate.
to have, you know what I mean? I like to have the wood and the fabrics. I feel like when you have textures as your main focus, those are 2 of the most pleasing.
So true. Brick and wood. Like a natural texture with a nice neutral color palette.
And
I
that
know.
that wicker right there.
Soft fabrics, hard wood, and brick.
Now, I'm going to be honest here. I've never seen that wicker, and
Me
I am
either.
in love with it.
Oh my goodness. I
You're
hope
gonna
I see it in
no.
y'all's builds.
You're gonna see
Oh,
it
you
popping
will.
up.
It's
Oh
going to
my
pop up
goodness.
left, right, and center. I love wicker.
I think that's a
don't know
Saloni
why.
counter. Me too.
Oh,
Me too.
that's interesting. So that must be why I haven't seen it, because I think that came a little later.
Yeah.
No, not the counters. The islands came later.
Oh,
I'll take that
yeah.
back. You did so good here, girl.
Thank you.
I love it so
Me
much.
too.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.